Now the next page, technical analysis. Okay, remember that we know this stuff. Okay, and we understand that the company has a huge potential to grow. But believe me, thousands and thousands and millions of people, they don't even bother to read reports. They never read reports. The only thing they look and pay attention is technical analysis. And they're trying to create their trading strategy based on that, not based on fundamentals. Okay, so that's why you have to take into consideration how it looks like from their perspective. Because if you know they're going to sell, are you going to buy at this particular moment or not? Or you wait until they sell and it goes to support level? So something like that. Now, that's the chart for this company from 2005. We can see that in 2008, it dropped nearly $80 and it's went to nearly $40. Actually, I want to have a look at this. You see it's won $70, $68 and went to $28. So it's more than 50% drop. The interesting thing about it, okay, let's have a look. So you see the price of the company went down a lot. Okay, that's the price. And look at this, that's the sales per share. What we see here, 367 million, 398 million, 400 million, 440. What happens with sales level? Was it dropping or was it growing? Growing. What's the earnings? $2.8, $3.4, $4.2, $4.5, $5. What's growing? Growing up. So can you imagine that's kind of situation which is the best for technical? Because you buy it at 28 and look, next year it goes to 65. So, and you make 100% move and 100% profit. This type of discrepancies on the market we are looking for. Okay, similar situation right now. So what we see, sales growing, earnings growing. Why the heck the price went from $240 and already $126? How long this pressure is going to continue? When the people realize that, look, nothing is going to do with this company, it's not going to go into bankruptcy, and as soon as they realize it, the market emotions will be changed and the price will be pulled back up again. Okay, so that's the question. So we pay attention to that. Now we can see it's very difficult to find any support level here. I found only one red candle here, but look at this, it's repeated 1, 2, and now it's the third time. So if you look at the long-term perspective, from trend perspective, you can see that one roll, kind of not full roll, and then third roll. And we could expect something here, but it's tested, and then it didn't go. So it's broke through. And right now it's kind of tested it again. So it didn't continue. If it breaks through, technically, it might go to $80. But fundamentally, I don't see reasons why, okay, personally. From technical perspective, it might go down here, but from fundamental perspective, I definitely don't see the reason why it should go there, okay? Now, another thing which is, if you look at stochastic RSI, actually that low with all these three indicators, it was only in 2009. That's monthly chart, okay, monthly. So only 2 times. So it wasn't ever like that situation before. Okay, if we look at the daily chart, we can see this is a drop which we had here in 2016, okay? On the gap, instantly the company moved up again. So very quickly, okay, nearly closed this gap. Here it's closed the gap. Now it's revisited this level. Okay, now if you look at support level, this support level was pretty strong. Okay, several times it's touched it. Okay, here it broke through and went to the previous support. So that's how quite often works. Again, if we look at the charts, so 1, 2, and it's kind of didn't finish the third row. Okay, so it's stopped on this level, then broke through, again didn't achieve this level. So the trend changed. So it's like start kind of going like that. Okay, from that. So the downtrend line is not that strong. Company price is not going to go. Now, if we look from indicators, so what do we see? So we can see that practically every time when we see this red, so they can see the price move up again. So here it's red on the MACD, RSI stochastic, we can see the move up. Even on downtrend, we can see practically this situation like that. So how many times it happened within the last 5 years? Like you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And every time when it showed it like that, so when all 3 indicators were in place, every time the company moved up. So that's why last week when I was choosing this company to analyze, it was a perfect situation to enter the position. Whoever discussed it in our group, I bought it at $123 right now. So for some companies I know, for some accounts, we open the account in a couple of few days again, but that was the already $7 move on a specific share. Now the question, that would be daily chart. So we kind of missed already the entry point, 123 on that level. That was the kind of best entry point. Now it's already kind of moved up. We already see that indicators here. It still can continue to go up. It's not here yet. Okay, so it's not that on the top where after which the price collapses. It's still on the way up. So it has a potential to go even higher. Okay, so whoever missed it, like based on a trading strategy, you can still catch up here, but probably we'll find a better position. So if we look, that's daily chart. Okay, let's have a look at 30 minutes chart. So that's the lowest point, 123. So what can we see? 1, 2, and then change direction. So if we look at the trend like that, so what can we see? Where it can go? So that's last night price. So what can happen with the price here? Drops at what level, Andrei? So somewhere here, right? So somewhere here can go. Actually, whatever was a resistance can become a support. So quite possible it's revisit this level, or if it goes to continue on this trend somewhere at 128, 129. Okay, definitely. Now that's why, and also look, indicators are a bit high right now, so you need to have them in here. That's 30-minute chart. So pay attention. Now, remember the first part of our talk, because what can I expect from you now, guys, that those who are just new for investing, very often when I previously, before myself, see something like that, I thought, oh my goodness, this company has a potential to grow to 200 plus bucks, and now it's 27 or 130. I'm going to buy it 130. I don't care about this $3. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, compare with the $70 upside potential. And what happens, sure enough, when you buy it, it sure enough goes to $127. And you think, why didn't I wait? Yes, sometimes you miss opportunities, but you're not losing money in this particular case. Now, the question is where the markets are right now. Do we expect that the markets are going to pull back? The question is, what happens if Dow Jones, S&P 500, NASDAQ tonight or tomorrow going to go down? What happens with the price of this company? This company will also go down too. It can drop a bit. If the market goes a couple percent, like even 1%, 0.5%, still the same company can be pulled back down. So it's nothing depends on the fundamental of the company. Remember that price of the company in the short term based on emotions of the market, and only in the long term it's based on fundamentals of the company. Okay, so in this particular case, if you're looking for perfect entry position, you might wait. Of course, you can miss this opportunity, and after that you will be biting your elbows. But you might get the perfect entry point. Okay, so in this particular case. Now, guys, the question is, if you decide, of course, if you decide to enter this position, what would be your entry and what would be your exit points? Just sharing ideas. It could be different, depends on your strategy. If you're a trader, it's one entry and exit point. If you're a long-term investor, it's different. But before we decide if it is option or if it is whatever we're using, options or shares, you have to look at underlying security. In our case, it's MCK. So at what level your entry position and exit? So Dory 123 and 180 out. Cool. So 180, that's previous high. Okay, cool. Okay, but Andre, still, before you buy option, before you decide to buy, if you buy it or not, you have to know what levels you're playing with. Gina 120, so 120 and 160. Okay, 160 is here somewhere. Okay. Actually, I already done a couple trades with that. I've done this trade, 140, 155. I've done put options here for $8 and bought it back for $1 here, and then I didn't buy it. Actually, I have small amount of shares I bought at this point, and then I bought another lot here. So, okay, 144. So I'll get back there. Okay, perfect. So guys who are new, just so what would be your opinion? Some of you I know you like experts in tech analysis, and some of you just new completely. What do you think based on just whatever you see here? If you paid attention only to technical analysis, where would you buy? Where would you sell? Don't be shy, guys. 120, 145. Okay, perfect.